This is Mike Grimmy with ClearPoint Financial Partners, the advisor to your 401k plan at First Security Bank in Washington. While we're disappointed we can't be with you in person this year, we are grateful to have a few minutes on video to talk about the 401k plan, some of the benefits it offers you as an employee, and some of the services we provide as your advisor. Let's get started. This slide covers the 401k plan basics and will be a little more useful for those of you that are not in the plan already, but will serve as a good refresher for those of you that have already been participating in the 401k plan. Eligibility is age 18. Entry dates are monthly, so if you're not in the plan already, you can get into the plan as of the beginning of next month. Employee contributions. You get to decide how much you contribute to the 401k plan for your retirement. You can choose anywhere from zero, not participating, up to $19,500 for the year. That $19,500 is a 2020 limit set by the IRS. It can adjust from year to year for cost of living adjustments, but for this year it's $19,500. If you're age 50 or older, you can do an additional $6,500 as a catch-up contribution. You then can decide whether to make your contribution either as a pre-tax, which is traditionally what a 401k plan has been. You put the money in before paying federal taxes. That money grows on a tax deferred basis, and then you pay tax on it as you pull it out in retirement. Or you can do a little newer, a Roth 401k contribution. You pay your tax now, put the money into the plan, it grows on a tax-free basis, and all of the distributions from that part of your account come out tax-free. It's a very individual decision to make and can be a little complicated. We encourage you to, if you're struggling between whether you do your contribution pre-tax or Roth, or you can even do a combination, to reach out to us, and we'd be happy to walk you through the pros and cons of each method. We're also excited to announce the Mega Roth. The Mega Roth is something that's very new to this plan, and it's really only for those of you that are already maxing out your 401k contribution. So you're already at $19,500, or if you're 50 or older, you're already at $26,000, and you want to go above and beyond that. You can put in quite a bit more than that through the Mega Roth. It's a little complicated, so for the purposes of this video, we'll leave it at that. We've put information out on your custom website at www.fsbwa401k.com, or you can give us a call and we'll be happy to answer any questions you have or walk you through the details of the Mega Roth. Your employer matching contribution. This is where the employer will contribute to your 401k plan if you'll contribute. So if it's matching, so if you put in zero, they're going to put in zero. But if you'll put in a 5% of your pay, they'll put in 4%. And how the formula works is they'll put in 100% or dollar for dollar on your first 3% of contributions. So if you put in 3%, they'll put in 3%. If you put in 2%, they'll put in 2%. And also another 50 cents on the dollar, or 50% of your next 2% of contributions. So if you do 5%, they'll do 4%. So 5% of savings out of your paycheck will get you a total of 9% total saved, which is pretty substantial, and will get most people on the right path to reaching retirement readiness, having enough money in retirement to maintain their lifestyle, which is huge. So a very generous match. That matching contribution is 100% vested. Investing is just a fancy word for ownership. So not only all the money that you take out of your paycheck and put in the plan, but also all of that matching contribution is yours to take with you regardless of how long you're with the bank. Also, distributions. The number one reason to take money out of a retirement plan should be retirement. This is not a short-term savings account, should be thought of as a longer-term savings account. Age 59 and a half is the magic age for terms of the government. So to avoid any early distribution penalties, age 59 and a half is the earliest that you would most likely want to take any money out of an account like this, whether it be a 401k or an IRA. Those same rules apply. Also, if you terminate an employment, you would have the ability to take money out of the plan. Our advice, if you're under 59 and a half, would be to roll it to your new employer's 401k plan or an IRA, individual retirement account, so you avoid that 10% early distribution penalty. Also, if you become disabled, or need a loan or qualify for a hardship, those are other reasons that you can get money out of this account while you're still working at the bank. Now we'll talk about the investment options offered through your 401k retirement plan. Once you've decided to start saving and you're getting the match, you next need to decide how you'd like to invest those dollars for your retirement. We have over 24 options ranging from more conservative bond and money market funds to more aggressive stock and international stock funds, and pretty much everything in between. So whether you're a conservative, moderate, or aggressive investor, there's something there for you. When we look at investors saving for retirement, we find there's generally two types. The first type, about 15% of you identify with do-it-yourself investing. You like to roll up your sleeves, do the research, you enjoy the process of building and maintaining your own portfolio. This is why we have 24 options for you to choose from. For the remaining 85%, this group is called the delegator or do-it-for-me investors. For whatever reason, whether you don't have the time or the interest, or you just prefer to have a professional managing your money for retirement, we have the target date options for you. This is actually the default investment option for the plan. So if you sign up for the plan, don't make an investment election, you'll get defaulted into the target date that most closely aligns with your age 65 birthday. These funds have names like the Fidelity Freedom 2025 Fund or the 2030 Fund or 2045 Fund. That number represents the date at which you'll turn age 65. And why that's important is because the number one factor in building a retirement portfolio is determining how close you are to retirement. So as you're younger, earlier in your career, you can afford to be more aggressive, more stocks than bonds. And as you near retirement, you want to have more bonds than stocks generally, so you have more certainty in your portfolio. It's kind of a set it and forget it. Some people think that these funds are too easy, so they're not as sophisticated. They're actually very sophisticated. Fidelity puts a lot of time and energy and resources into managing these. A lot of Fortune 500 companies have these Fidelity Freedom Index target date funds as their default. These are a great option, especially for those of you that don't want to manage your own portfolio. And for those of you that do, the do-it-yourselfers, there's plenty of great options, and you have full flexibility to decide when you want to move in and out of any of these options. Moving on from investments, we're going to cover the custom retirement website that we've built for your plan, as well as some of the advice and retirement planning services we provide to you as the advisor for the plan. This is the screenshot of the custom retirement website that we built and we maintain for your 401k plan. The domain is over here on the left, www.fsbwa401k.com. This site does not replace the Fidelity Secure Logon site. Also, if you click right here on the login button, it'll zip you right to the Fidelity Secure site where you can see your account balance and you can move money from one investment option to the next. What this site does is it gives us a way to communicate with you, the employee, the participant in the 401k plan, about this plan and about topics that we feel like you might be interested in. Also, unique plan features like the Mega Roth that I talked about earlier. If you wanted more details on how that works, you could click on this button and it would provide you more information. Also, Fidelity's got some great resources and retirement calculators. This will zip you right to Fidelity's retirement calculator. We provide a 401k intro video similar to what we've covered today, but in a little more detail. If you ever wanted to see that again, you can click on that at your convenience. You can enroll in the 401k plan. If you're not in it yet and you want to go through the enrollment process, you can click on that light green button. And then finally, the retirement planning services we provide. This provides more details on what we can do for you and how we can help you plan, save, and invest for your future. In this slide, we're going to cover some of the advice and guidance that I started to refer to in the previous slide. And really, it's all about you. How do we help you reach your retirement goals and dreams? And really, from the start of our relationship and working with First Security Bank of Washington, they made it clear that that's what this 401k plan was all about. And so we're excited to be part of the team. Some points I'll make before I start getting into some of the services and questions that we typically answer for individuals is, number one, our advice is paid for by your employer, so a great benefit, and we hope you take advantage of it. Number two, anytime we give advice, it's always in your best interest. We don't sell anything. We've only been hired to provide you retirement advice and guidance. Number three, not only can we talk about your 401k plan here, but we can talk about other assets. We can talk about if your spouse has a retirement plan but they don't get personalized advice, we can help advise them on their retirement account. Or if you have some non-retirement assets, we can certainly take a look at those and help you with those accounts as well. And last, most of our clients check in with us once a year, once every other year. You probably less frequently when you're younger at the beginning of your career. Make some good choices on how much to save in your investments, and then check in every 18 months to 24 months. Probably serves most of you well. But as you get closer to retirement age 50, age 55, 60, that pre-retirement period, you probably want to be checking in more frequently every year or so, just to make sure that you'll continue to stay on track and that there's no surprises. It's up to you on when and how you engage with us. We're here when you're ready, and we look forward to your calls. Obviously, during COVID, we've been doing a lot of virtual meetings, and that seems to work very, very well. So we look forward to hearing from you. Commonly asked questions, typically people want to know how much should they be saving for retirement, or which investment options they should be selecting. And we hear those a lot, and we're happy to help with those. Some more detailed questions get into, when is it okay to take money out? What are the tax implications of taking a hardship or a loan? Or what's the difference between pre-tax and Roth, and which one should I be doing? We work with those a lot and help answer those questions. Also, what's this new mega Roth? While it's not for everybody, if you're already maxing out your contribution, you might want to consider the mega Roth. Either go online to the custom website and take a look at it, or give us a call and we'll be happy to walk you through the details. I think in summary on our guidance services, we're here for you. We want to help you in this planning process for your retirement. We know when you're age 25, 30, 35, or even 40, retirement can seem like it's a long way off. But the more planning you do, the less surprises they are, and the more confident you can feel about your financial future. And we want to be a part of helping you get there. So in conclusion, I just want to make three final points. Number one, if you're not in the plan already, you're not getting the full entirety of the match, we encourage you to get in and get all the match. Basically, it's free money, and there's no way to get back the past money that you might have passed up. So get in, try to get to that 5% and get the entire 4% match. Secondly, the default target date fund, it's easy, but it's also a very sophisticated investment portfolio. Fidelity does a fantastic job, so don't feel bad about defaulting into the target dates. They do a very good job at that. The easiest choice is also, in a lot of cases, the most sophisticated choice. And it's built for your age, so you can kind of set it and forget it. And finally, we're here for you, whether it's to answer a couple questions or to develop an entire custom retirement plan. We look forward to working with you. We look forward to your questions, and we wish you all the best.